Gamers, we're back. Another weekend of the EGC to the TV tournament has happened. We are down to top 8 players, and I'm going to cover some of the series, some of them I will not. Spoilers for the matches that I'm not analyzing. Marine Lord versus Puppy Paw was a 3-0. Or Marine Lord. Now, the second match of the round of 8, and the winner of this series will be playing Marine Lord. We're going to be covering Wham versus Louis to the MT. Let's get into it. There's been a lot of meta shifts from the first 2 weeks of the tournament I've seen to now. I've seen, so basically the last tournament I participated in was the Steel Series tournament a month and a half ago. And since then, there was no patch, but things have changed a lot from what I'm seeing, and I think most of that comes down to the map that the tournament is played on. So one of the maps that the tournament is played on is this one, which I already forgot what it's called, Front Range. So there's different map pool in every tournament, and sometimes the civs that were really bad suddenly are decent, civs that are decent suddenly become really bad, and so on and so forth. We're going to kind of comb through that and analyze some of those things. So apparently one of the things that I have noticed is the top players are considering right now, basically if there's a water map, people ban KT, which is usually what people do if there's like a full water map like Holy Island or Archipelago or something like that. And if there's not a water map, people are banning Lancaster. So there's a new meta with Lancaster, which is basically Abbey of Kings and then just mass units. And I guess people consider it so strong that they're now banning it, which I was very surprised. I did play against that style on ladder. I did lose to it a couple of times, but I feel like it's very strong, but I'm not sure if it warrants a first pick or even a ban. But I mean, top players think that, so yeah, China and Lancaster, other than KT, are considered the best civs right now, and Ottoman has been seeing a lot more play as well. So yeah, because from what I've seen, the meta hasn't changed. Lancaster meta did, but other civilizations meta hasn't really changed. Like, it's more or less the same. Like, if you can pro scout, you pro scout. I guess the biggest influence is just the maps, right? So yeah, so let's see. So Louis probably wants to go pro scouting, or wanted to go pro scouting, but he cannot because there is the military school opening. Okay, archer range for Louis, nothing weird. And by the way, Louis, I think back in March, won the small land tournament we had, the Garrison. He wrecked me in the finals. I think it was a 4-1 or a 4-2. And then he won the next S-tier tournament, if I remember correctly. And then in the next one, I think he got 4th place. So it's kind of one of those, Louis won an S-tier tournament, but can he like keep going? Can he keep it up? Can he keep cranking? Or, you know, what's happening? So one archer out. He just wanted to push away the spearmen, I guess. And you can see there's these abandoned outposts that they're capturing and fighting over. And Wham is spreading the deer so that when Louis goes for pro scouting, it's a lot more annoying for him to pick those up. And we do not see the pro scouting yet. He does not have the gold. But with taxes being as OP as they are, he doesn't need to mine and he'll have it soon enough. So his pro scouting is delayed, but he should be in time very soon. And Wham is just going Sipahi Imam. Now he's making Sipahi out of military school, no second military school, and he's just making archers. So he's just making units and going for it, basically. This map, from what I know, and Twitch chat can correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't played this map since it's one of the newer maps, but it does not have a lot of sheep, right? So as we can see, Louis is kind of out of food. So I guess the idea here for Wham is just like put pressure on immediately. Correct? Okay. So there's not a lot of sheep, so you kind of either have to go out on the map or pro scout. And if you're the one putting the pressure like Wham is, then you don't really have to go out on the map super quickly. And he's gonna kill the boar as Ottoman, which is gonna despawn that boar. So this boar is about to have 0 food left on it when he kills it. So yeah, denies the boar. This is Louis' boar, so that is gone. You cannot gather that anymore. And on the other side, Ottoman, I guess, is pretty decent on this map because of Twin Minaret giving a lot of extra food. And you can go Anatolian Hills, which gives you 8 more sheep. Wow! Oh, that's... Okay, you don't see that every day. Wow. That is the earliest farms I've seen China put down. I guess he had a lot of wood, so he was just like, well, I'm running out of food, so I might as well. He is pro scouting. I think he only, yeah, he has 3 scouts only. 3 fucking scouts. 1 is going over here, but there's a spearman, which is going to be super annoying. He looks like he was about to send an archer there, but nope. And Wham has this abandoned outpost, by the way, so you can see the scout going up there. And Louis is now sending an archer. So here we go. So another problem is Louis put his mill forward, which, unless it's one of those, like, if you're sure you can hold it, that's fine. And especially if you're pro scouting deer from the front, it's going to be there faster. But if you get denied early, it's a disaster because, I mean, you can't gather food, right? And his berries are forward, so that's a bit unfortunate. And it looks like you spawn with 2 golds on this map. Yeah, you just spawn with 2 golds. Okay, small golds. So he sent 2 spearmen over here. And yeah, he is already struggling for food. He's got a lot of idle. He's getting horticulture. I'm not even sure why he's getting that, because he doesn't have any sheep remaining. He's pro scouting. You should get maybe one of these, or even blacksmith. You can see Wham already has +1 ranged armor, and yeah, this looks like a disaster.
Would you ever be willing to help me host a tournament? I don't know any AOE4 gamers really. The only chat I'm in is your Discord.
Wow. Thank you so much for the 50. If you want to... I don't organize tournaments. Whammon does tournament organizing, so you can reach out to her. But thank you so much for the 50, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because I don't have the production and all that, nor the admins and any of that. Thank you so much, though. Okay, so this looks like it's just gonna be a very straightforward destruction. The imams are alive. He's trying to snipe them. But yeah, I'll respond to that message in a second. Furthermore, and this just looks like, is that it? That was very, very one-sided game. Holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, China is considered, like, again, with Lancaster apparently, the best civ in the game. But I don't think you want to play China on this map, because if you do run out of food that quickly, as you saw, if the opponent just pushes you, you just run out of food. So you would preferably want to play civs that can either camp or don't need much food to move out on the map. Yeah, he's just gonna GG. Wow. Wow. Okay, we're gonna jump into game number 2. So game number 2, EGC Kerlagular. This is, again, one of the tournament maps, as you notice. A lot of tournament maps in tournaments, because the latter maps are not the greatest maps for tournament gameplay. So we're going to have Knights Templar, which is considered one of the best hybrid civs, if not the best. And then, like I said, on water maps, it's considered the best pure water map. Now, this map is a hybrid one. It has some fish, but they're not deep water fish. But it still makes KT really, really good. And JD, Louis is playing it. Now, this is something that Chinese players do, like CSO and Louis play JD in French on Kerlagular quite often. I feel like a lot of civs are playable on Kerlagular that I've seen. Like, I've seen Delhi, I've seen Jushi, Mongols, I've seen Ottoman, I've even seen Lancaster in English, so French JD. I feel like a lot of civs are playable here. So now JD, he's actually not going for the water, which is interesting. So you can go water with French and JD because their dock is basically a house as well, so you get a free house. But I guess going on water competing against KT maybe not the best idea. So maybe the idea is to just age up and put pressure with knights immediately. What's special about this map, by the way, the wood lines, basically only like the first tree or two are protected by the TC, not even, sometimes not even that. So the tree line is pretty far away. So, but there's a lot of straggler trees. I think there's like 6 total, if I'm not mistaken. 4, yeah, 6 total. So there's quite a lot of trees. You can see that WEM hasn't even started on these trees yet. So maybe Louis' idea. Oh, he's making a wall. He's like worried that Louis is gonna make boats and stuff. I think Louis' idea is to just put pressure on like either gold or the wood lines. I don't think he's gonna care about water, but we'll see. And Louis, by the way, I've talked about this before, but I feel like even when metas change, I don't think he really adapts to the meta. He just like when I say the meta, sorry, not the meta. The Civ picks being strong, like he doesn't really adapt. Like he, for example, doesn't play HRE, so it's like it doesn't matter if HRE is OP or not. He's just not playing it. Whether JD and French are good or not, he's just gonna play them like an Ottoman like almost every single time. So and China and Jushi, he loves those civs. So he's one of the players that's like, even though he's a top level player, I think his drafting is very predictable, and it's like a weakness. Because of that. Because if the opponent knows what you're going to prioritize and which civs you like to play, then you're making your opponent's job a lot easier to play against you. So I would say that's kind of Louis' weakness. Like mechanically he's very good, but yeah, not even that his drafting is bad. Like he's drafting fine. It's just that he drafts the civs that he likes to play. And that can be a problem if, you know, a patch or a meta comes where the civs you're focused on are not that good. So we see Knights Hospitalier age up, which makes the workers get 15 more HP. And he's trying to go for the fishing boats right now. Now this is a bit of a game of chicken here. He is going double barracks. So the reason I say this is a game of chicken is because WAM doesn't want to make an arrow ship. Because if he makes an arrow ship, Louis is just going to go somewhere else. And that's why Louis is attacking it. Louis is not expecting to kill these fishing ships. He just wants to force the WAM He wants to force WAM to make an arrow ship, and then he's just going to go somewhere else. He's going for Archer JD as well. And you'll see the moment Archer ship comes out, he's just going to move away immediately. But right now, this is costing WAM quite a bit in terms of food. Oh, he even gets one. Okay. Gets a fishing ship. And yeah, now the Archer ship is out, and he's just going to run away. So... okay, now he's added a dock, but there's a dock from WAM as well. And... like, this is kind of sketchy right now. Is he using arrows? He's not. I don't think he's used one yet, right? Oh, there we go. So this is a bit sketchy for WAM right now, because basically it's like you have 5 spears and there's 4 knights and JD, but you are in a better position economically. Remember, JD is supposed to be 2 workers behind, not 3, because of Knights Templar age up, because JD also loses a villager when she transforms. So Louis right now is just on 1 school of cavalry, just making knights. He's not doing the pro scouting. He's going wheelbarrow. It looks like he's just gonna make units and attack, and that's kind of it. No archer range. because he's going for fishing, so he can't produce fishing ships and archers at the same time. He has to pick which one. Now, this is a sick thing about KT. You don't need a lumber camp, so you can just go on the outside and chop trees there. And now Louis has to go all the way around. So this wall provides him with like so much protection. Look, he's gonna be attacking this for like a minute, and now potentially Wem can like surround it. So already this game not looking too good for Louis, and the reason why you don't want to like fight KT on water. Ooh, yo, oh my god, that villager just fucking cooked him up. 2 knights? Is that 2 knights? And the scout that early is at the pro level. It's over. That is bad. Like, that is bad. So now JD has way more, way less wood income. So now basically Wem should get both sides of water for pretty much free. And if they decide to fight on water, it's going to be a lot better for Wem. If you look at the incomes, he's got 1.4k income, and Louis has, what, like 700-800 income total? So you can see how bad the situation already is, and the game just started. So this looks pretty bad right now. 7 fishing boats here. He's making fishing boats here too. Ay. Yeah, that was really. I mean, that was a clutch wall right there, but that was very unfortunate for Louis. And now he's going to be running away with his gold villagers, which is never really a good sign. Oh my god, he went from here to here, now he's running further away. So this is already a disaster of a game. I'm not sure if I like Louis' plan though. I don't mind the fast age up into pressure, but I genuinely feel like if he just went archer range and like pushed the wood line immediately, that would have been way better than going fishing ships. Because like, he aged up fast, but he didn't really do anything with it, right? Like, he didn't kill any villagers. He made some knights. Wem made a spearman, which he's gonna do anyway, right? Nothing really changed there. And then he went into a dock. But you see, like, Wem doesn't mind making fighting ships. Louis does, because he's struggling. And this is the big problem. When you get stuck, so this is the funny thing, you want to get stuck in feudal as JD, but also KT kind of wants to get stuck in feudal too. And the reason for that is, does he have pilgrims, by the way? Yeah, he has 1. Right? Yeah. The reason KT likes to get stuck in feudal age is because he's putting so many workers on wood. He's booming with fishing ships, and he's making archers, and he's getting 20% of that as food. So his eco is like really good. Okay, gets the guy, the pilgrim. Okay, defense on this side. I think that was a sprinkled ship. Demo ship from Wem, but I think there was a demo ship from Louis too, or maybe just charged at the sprinkle ship, I'm not sure. But you can see the army count is looking pretty disastrous. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, how did that not kill? Double charge 29. Oh right, because of the 15 HP. Damn, that's OP actually, what the fuck? Against French and JD? Double charge doesn't kill a villager? That's crazy. So yeah, this game is gonna go on, but yeah, the income, if you just compare that, it's better now actually. It's better now, it's fixed a little bit, because Louis got some fishing ships now too. And one thing to remember, Louis does have consecrate ability, which I don't know where his JD is. Right there. So, oh, he's not using it. He's got 2 of them available. You should just use it on, like... I mean, I don't know if using it on docks on this map is worth it, because you don't really want to stay on docks, but I would just use it on archer ranges. It's not big value right now, but, you know, it helps. Or just make another stable now and just use it. I would just use it on archer ranges, to be fair. Like, yeah. It's not as good on them, but... Oh, okay, there we go. So now they cost 22 food instead of 30 food, so... I mean, it's still pretty good, I guess. Republic of Genoa. So Wham is choosing not to fight, not to all in. Even though he has a massive lead, he's just gonna age up and play this one safe. And Louis, you can see, like as JD, you want to be raiding, you want to be attacking. You can see how defensive he's playing. And the reason he's playing defensive is because the game didn't really go his way so far. But he's going to be aging up too. And actually, considering how the game has gone, pretty decent timing for the age up. But again, if we look at the... if you look at the fact that Wham should be like almost, well, 5 workers behind. And he lost 2 workers, and he's 2 workers ahead. That's not a good sign for Louis. Kills another Pilgrim, very good. Guildhall is about to complete, and Wham's got double the army, literally. Yo, Vortex, thanks so much for a raid. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo estás? So, now the longer the game goes, the comp is better for Louis. Like, you want to have Knight Archer instead of Spearman Archer, but you don't want to stay on Spearman Archer forever. So that's why he's making Knights Templar. Because making a few Knights Templar with all these Spearmen makes these archers shoot at like Knights Templar, but then if you're target firing on Spearmen, you overkill a lot, so it's not worth it. So yeah, this is a pretty rough one, I feel like, for Louis. Also, you probably want to start going crossbows as Louis as well. But I am not sure if he has seen Templar Brothers. Okay, he has seen Templar Brothers now, so he should start making crossbows soon. Because Templar Brothers are pretty strong. They got 40 more health. 45 more health than French Knight. He's getting some other upgrades. I mean, they're both just kind of chilling. Neither player wants to really commit. Louis is doing a dive. Louis is very, very good at raiding, by the way. Like, he's very good at having knights in, like, look at this. 1 here, a few here, 1 here. There was 2 running away. That's his, like, thing. He's very good at those kinds of mini engagements. But I'm just looking at this army count. And, you know, there's obviously quality versus quantity. But a lot of Louis' army is archers. So, yeah. Oh, okay. 26 XP from Templar Brother. Yeah, he's trying his best. He is holding from each side. Oh, this one might go down. Boop. Goes down, but he kills 2 Templar Brothers, so that's fine. The gold is getting denied. Oh, I just realized all Louis' gold is on the right side of the map. That sucks. And Wham probably knows this, which is why he's positioning his army like this. You notice that he hasn't been on the left side of the map. He might rotate now, but I don't know. Sometimes you see this, but you don't. It doesn't mentally register. But all his gold is here, 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 and here. And obviously the middle gold. So if Wham just stands here with the army, the game is kind of pretty bad for Louis because he can't really do much. Now he's trying to get some relics. He's trying to hold on. The army count is closing in, but this is a bit deceptive because, yes, it's closer, but Wham is making Knight Templars and Louis is making Men-at-Arms and Crossbows. So the unit quality kind of making is switching to the other side right now. JD is level 3. Oh, that's a weird one. He started firing JD? I don't know about that. Yeah, I did not like that at all. That was not... I mean, I would say usually it's a misclick, but you can't really misclick here on a hero. And that was definitely like a really, really bad fight. Louis still might lose the fight, but... which is kind of funny, because he, I think, did 2 or 3 full archer shots on JD, and she didn't die, and he moved her back. So Louis microing pretty well there. There's still raids happening everywhere. Louis trying to transition to food, and every time he can, he just goes back on gold immediately. Now, there's another problem, which is the other 2 golds are also covered by a Springald ship now. So that's another disaster waiting to happen. Louis killed 7 workers, Wem killed 7. The fishing should be... oh, he never built a dock here, so he's fishing long distance. But the fishing is... well, it's still going to be going for Wham for quite a while, even though not efficient fishing. But for Louis, it's going to be over in a little bit. Oh god, there's just... it's just a destruction in it. In it, bro. Look at that brother going for it. Hey, brother. Wham's coming in from this side. Obviously, the armies were traded, so they're a lot smaller now. His army is not that big. Like, he's very confident, but I guess he just wants to catch this and just bail. I don't think he's looking for a full engage, but yeah, that is a game ender right there. I think economically he's way too far behind, and the Templar brothers are now just diving in. Wow. Now, I would say so far from what I've seen in these 2 games, now the army supply is equalizing, but he just lost 15 workers, which is really bad, and there's 15 Knights Templar. Wham's not even making anything else, but he's just making Mass Knight now. There's a fortress which is gonna block all this food for Louis potentially. Louis is trying to go somewhere. Oh, he wanted to make a keep. Look, he has enough for a keep. He wanted to make a keep, I think, here, but it gets denied, and now there's a fortress. Okay, he's gonna push through. Wham only making it with 8 villagers. Now Panic Fortress coming in. He's gonna block Louis' gold. And Louis ain't pushing. So yeah, this is one of those, like I said, now it looks like Louis has an advantage in the army, but let's look at the army. 8 spears, 4 crossbows, and 3 men-at-arms, 23 archers, 69 Templars. That ain't a fight you want to be taking. Oh god. Oh la la. Oh la 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 la. And now Wham knows he's there. How many workers? Is that 18 or 16? 18 workers. So he can actually go there with Templar brothers and just kill 3 more workers. He's torching the farms. Ain't looking pretty, I can tell you that. Wait, he canceled this? Oh my god, and they arrive in time as well? Brother. Oh my god, another one! And 2 of them are so low HP too. Ay, ay, ay. Let's make another fortress here. Hasn't captured the sacred side, by the way. And there's still a relic here that he could yoink. Yeah, Wham's just controlling, like, so many food sources. On the bottom side, he's controlling his 2 golds on this side. He's controlling the big gold. Now there's gonna be 4 pilgrims soon. I'm assuming he's... yeah. Oh no, he hasn't gotten the second one. I wonder if that's intentional or a mistake. This is pretty expensive. 450. But I guess you get it back in 3 minutes. return investment? Well, I guess it depends. It's not 3 minutes. It's 450, so I think he's getting 100 gold, 111, so 4 times, I guess. 4 minutes, which is pretty long. So maybe he just doesn't want to spend the money on that. Now Louis is trying to stabilize, and he's transitioning. I think he's still making knights to go raid, but I think he's trying to transition into like spearman crossbow type comp or man-at-arm crossbow or whatever. He thinks there's something here, but there ain't. And yeah, he just tried to raid and got sniped immediately. Sacred Site's captured, and Wham can like pretty comfortably, if he wants to, he could go for Imperial, or he could just play Castle. He's got a Mangonel coming, double Siege Workshop. I mean, if he goes like 2 Mangonel and like 5 Springolds, this game is cooked completely. He's got 26 crossbows too. Yeah, let's speed this one up. This is yeah. He's just raiding him to death right now. 33 workers killed. Now I gotta say, in the I mean, he might just make he's just making 4 Mangonels. Ooh, gets caught. That's a lot of XP for JD. Is he gonna keep? Oh my god, he's gonna Red Palace right there. That's a very YOLO move, but in a position he is in, he needs a YOLO move to make this work. But there is Mangonels and there's a bucket right now. Oh god. Lord have mercy. Oh god. Now if this finishes, watch this, watch this. The villagers go in. Watch this. Target fire to mangoes. Target fire to mangoes. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Click, 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 click. Boom, 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 boom. Click, 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 click. Oh my god. Oh, goes down. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but Red Palace, he can actually kill this fortress very fast. Oh. Oh, he should put the archers in, actually. Oh. 3 trebuchets. This is I mean, this is a desperate play, but wow. So, game number 3, Wham is leading 2-0, which in the Steel Series LAN tournament, Wham did beat Louis for 3rd place, right? If I remember correctly. And everyone had really high hopes for Louis in that tournament, and everyone's been having very high hopes for Louis since he won the S tier tournament. I think he beat Marine Lord in the finals 5-4 or 5-3, something like that. It was a very good grand finals, actually. So, what I was going to say is, Louis is playing here his probably some of the best civs of his. So he's playing French, JD, and China. So far, he's lost on 2 of them. Now, the first game, I feel like China, I don't know if I like it on that map. Because like I said, on the first map, there's not enough sheep, and if you run out of food, you're cooked. And he had mill forward. So I feel like, I don't think his draft was necessarily wrong. It's just what he picked on the maps is what I didn't like. I would have much preferred if he played like China even here, even though it's not the best China map. But French and JD are very good on this map. Second game, I didn't like it. I don't mind the pick. I didn't like his game plan of like, I'll age up and then I'll make a dock. Because always feel like if you want to make a dock, you make a dock immediately. I just felt like last game, it's not that he played bad. It's just that he was behind the whole game by quite a lot. So the fact that he even got the game to like 28 minutes is really good. Corbin is thanks Central Radio. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you. So this game we got French versus Japanese. And Louis got enough. Now one thing that I am very surprised about is, I'll talk about it in a second, but Wham opened barracks, went to put some pressure on the gold, and Louis got enough to edge up. One thing that I'm very, very surprised about is Louis is not opening wheelbarrow. Which I feel like he's been doing that with JD and French for the past, I don't know how many months. And I think this is the first time I've seen him play French or JD without wheelbarrow opening. And I kind of wonder why. Because I feel like wheelbarrow opening is especially good if you get barracks rushed, because then you need to run your villagers from here to there, then from there to there. You know, you're not going to be on gold, and you need to go back on gold. So I feel like wheelbarrow gets pretty good value. So I'm very surprised he's not going for it. Okay, archer range immediately. Makes sense. Forge. So this is for fast bannermen. I'm assuming it's going to be archer bannermen with spearmen, because he's still producing spearmen, but it might be the stable bannerman too. Yeah, okay. So he's gonna go. Is he gonna go spearman, horseman? Okay. Louis is back on gold. He's got the archer out. So now the advantage of French is he's gonna have more villagers. The advantage of Japanese is gonna have farms for free, basically generating, which is very strong. I'm actually surprised that this landmark hasn't been, like, nerfed, because I feel like it's quite strong. I'm not saying it's overpowered to where it's like, oh, nerf it, please! But I feel like it's really, it's very, even though everyone's going for it, I feel like people still underrate it. Because you get 75 resources per minute, but it's also, it just makes a farm. You know what I mean? And it's a drop-off location, so you save a lumber camp for quite a while, because this is quite massive. So I feel like you get a lot of value. Yeah, and it gives wood, by the way. Once all the farms are completed, it gives you 75 resources per minute for the rest of the game. I think it's 75. Oh, might be, actually it got nerfed at some point. I think it's like 67. But this was a long time. I think it's like 67 wood per minute or something. Which still pretty good. It is 67. Okay. Am I going Sabathon for DLC? Hell no. Ain't no way. I personally cannot survive a Sabathon. Especially the one after the one that lasted fucking 34 days. But also, how did I change my keyboard? But also, I'm not actually spending a lot of time on my computer for the past like month and a half. Like pretty much the only time I spend time on PC is when I'm streaming. Or if I'm like watching League of Legends like tournament or something like that. Or Artosis casting Brood War ASL. That's what I've been watching. I've been watching Casual cast League of Legends stuff. But I just watch YouTube stuff. And then I've been watching a lot of Artosis videos. Other than that, I haven't been playing a lot of games. Actually, I haven't been playing at all. I quit WoW. I played some Fellowship, but that's getting released soon, so I'm gonna play that when it's coming out, when it comes out. This game, by the way, nothing's happening right now. That's why I'm yapping. We just see both players are making units, and that's why I'm following these units, because these are the main actors. A fellow rat, yeah. And then I've been watching Artosis cast on his own channel and like the ASL. But I have actually played, last 2 days, I have played a little bit of Heroes of Might and Magic, the new one. I got a demo for it. So, but I haven't played a lot, I played like 2 hours maybe. Anyway, let's get back into the game, enough yapping. Stop talking about other games, tell me what's happening in this game. Do I watch Asmongold? I used to watch Asmongold when he did like the fun stuff in WoW. I don't watch political streamers. I'm not interested in it. Like he's into politics now and all that shit. Yeah. Our toast is timeless, true. Yeah, I feel like these days, whenever a streamer reaches like certain amount of viewers, they gotta like become a expert on politics. You know what I mean? It's like they grow an audience and they're like, okay, it's time to quit gaming and go politics, baby. But you gotta have like, you know, 10, 20, 30K viewers for that. And then you become expert. Yeah. Anyway. This game is going pretty stable so far. Now, if you notice the worker count, I almost said Asmongold. Louis has not been adding fishing ships or docks. On the other side, there's been like no kills, by the way. On the other side, Wham is slowly sneaking in dock here and there. So he's not consistently like making new docks, but he's got 6 fishing ships. So the worker count should be ahead for Louis, but he's actually behind on workers right now because of them fishing boats. Obviously, this is not permanent. These fish will expire at some point, but right now he does have that little eco boost, and of course the farming is also really nice. So especially playing against French, he's not gonna need to go super far out on the map. Actually, this is really good spawn for Wham. He's got berries and deer next to each other. He could even do 1 tower here or even 2 and protect all of this like that. So that's a very nice spawn if you're Wham. Louis, on the other hand, I mean, he kind of has free will to send his villagers wherever he wants because he has more map control because knights are stronger than horsemen. Also, Wham just kind of went for 5 horses and Uma Bannerman just to, I guess, go around the map and harass a little bit while he's massing units and he's looking to go castle. Meanwhile, Louis, he looks like he's he's getting +1 melee armor, so he is very committed to Feudal Age. And I'm assuming he's either gonna try push like very soon, or the moment he sees Wham age up, he's gonna go for a push. Floating Gate is coming in, and if he just goes forward, literally, he's gonna see that. Worker goes down. And Wham doesn't care about these units. He just wants Louis to stay in his base for now. Oh, he doesn't go in though. He sees he's trying to find damage, but okay, let's see what he sees. He sees some fishing boats. He sees the army. He doesn't see the amount on gold. He sees the workers over here. Okay, this is a big tell right here. If you see this you don't make. Okay, so this is a big tell. If I'm Louis, I know that Wham is aging up or about to age up. Because he stopped Horseman at 5, why would you make another stable now? That makes no sense, right? So that means that he is going for Mounted Samurai. So Louis should move his whole army now immediately after seeing that. Like that should be very obvious sign that he's aging up. But is Louis, A, gonna pick up on it? And B, even if he did pick up on it, is he actually gonna attack or is he gonna just age up himself? Which, aging up in this situation wouldn't be necessarily the worst thing because Louis' army is better. Again, we have the similar situation, except the army supply is same. So Louis' army is way better. So this is very similar to the last game, except Louis' army is better. Like 35 is 35, but this is 11 knights. He almost has as many knights as spearmen. But with Mounted Samurai coming in, every second that passes, Louis' army doesn't get necessarily worse, but Wham's army gets a lot better. So the moment he ages up, I would imagine Louis is gonna go crossbows Especially after seeing the stable. He only saw one extra, but this is triple stable now. Yeah, triple stable plus Yumi. Let's see. Is he gonna go crossbow? Wow, he only has 2 production buildings? I mean, he has barracks, but, you know, I don't think he's gonna be producing much more from that. Okay, that's kind of wild, actually. That's kind of wild. I'm very surprised he didn't add more. It looks like he just wants to continue making archers, because that is a crap ton of villagers on wood. 20 on wood, only 14 on food. In order to produce villagers plus knights, you need 14 on food. So the fact that he only has 14 on food kind of tells me that I don't know how many knights he's going to be making. You can see the production tab is kind of looking sad. Meanwhile, Wham is cranking Mounted Samurai right now. He's getting some more upgrades right now. You can see, like, the military queue is just not there. He's trying to get some relics. Wham's doing the walling. I mean, I like the walling from Wham because, like, this game is in a pretty good state for him right now. These are Wham walls coming in. Yeah, I don't know, Louis. I feel like just is playing very passive this game. Like last game, so last game did not start well for him. He was behind the whole game, but he was still raiding and all over the place. This game, I feel like he's just not really doing much. Like, it feels like, how do I put this? It feels like he feels the longer the game goes, the better it is for him. Which might not necessarily be wrong, right? He might just feel confident in his late game. But I feel like you still want to harass. Like, you still want to poke. You still want to, you know, like, he's just kind of chilling. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the way he played this game specifically. The first game, I feel like the pick was wrong for that map. Second game, I think the plan was wrong. Like, he was just behind whole game. This one, I feel like it's just inactivity that I don't like necessarily. He's gonna go for a keep, which, I mean, okay, that's fine, but the thing about dropping a keep right now is, like, that's gonna discount all your units. Great, he's got more production. But Wham can just attack here, and you can't really defend this army. Like, he doesn't have crossbows. He's making them now, but I feel like this is a bit too late. Like, I think he had a pretty big timing, and he kind of just missed it. I mean, pretty big timing, not to necessarily kill Wham, but to do some damage. Like when Wham aged up, or just before that. Yeah, and now Wham is just like, yeah, I'm gonna go north. And that's gonna be 31 villagers running. And because of this, Louis is forced to fight, and the unit count is now looking terrible. Onamushas are coming too. Wow. I mean, Wham played this game pretty clean, I gotta say. I mean, he played second game pretty clean too. First game was straightforward from Wham. Like, Wham didn't do anything, like, exceptional. He literally just pushed and Louis ran out of food. Second and third game, I thought he played pretty well. Good transitions. You know. Wow. It's a destruction, actually. He's getting 4 relics. Where's the guild hall? Oh, he pulled... Oh, God. He pulled food. So you want to stick with guild hall on food until you have enough for Red Palace, but he had to pull the food because he had no food. That's when you know the situation ain't good. Wow. So Wham is going to be taking down Louis MT 3-0. Wham was, by the way, Wham is in the best shape, or at the Steel Series tournament at least, he was in best shape I have ever seen Wham in all these years. Like, he was playing really, really, really well. And it seems like he kept practicing and not only maintained his form, but beating Louis 3-0 and making it kind of look easy. He's really good. Yoink. Oh my god, he's got... How many farms does he have? 34 farms. I mean, this is the problem though. Like, these farms are way better. And he's walled, and he's got tower and every gold. Like, Wham doesn't have any weak spots right now. That's the thing. It's like, you can't raid. The stuff that's unopened, you can't raid. Oh, he's aging up too. I think if I see the age up his Louis, I'll probably just call it here. He has this gold, but he's gonna run out of that too. And now he's going to Spearman because he realizes he's gonna be out of gold soon, so he's going for Spearman. Is he gonna leave immediately or is he gonna fight it out? I mean, Guildhall's dead, right? So as Louis, you just push and you try to like do something, but I don't even think he can defeat this army. Look, yeah, he's just gonna go for it. Wait, why is this not walled? Huh? Elite Mounted Samurai, Elite Onamusha. Yeah, he's just running around trying to do damage, like to recover. And he wants to get to, what's it called? He wants to get to Red Palace so he can extend the game, because Red Palace can buy you a shit ton of time. But, because he has the food income for that, he just needs gold to Red Palace. And you can see he's not producing a lot of knights. 42 spearmen is crazy amount. He just needs gold in order to age up. So he's kind of doing a decent job staying in. By the way, Louis just killed 16. Actually, I don't know if he killed. Maybe that might have been the fishing ships destroyed, but he probably killed some as well. Oh, God. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Oh, this is a very risky dive, by the way. What? This is a very risky dive. Like, he's gonna kill a lot of villagers, but if you lose this whole army, it can be quite bad. And he's kind of getting surrounded. He did kill a lot of villagers. Well, he killed like 10, 15. I don't know if that's a lot. He is still causing idle time, though, which is good. This is now walled, which is a disaster. Red Palace is coming in. Oh, my God! Wait, oh, God, he didn't know there was a keep. I know that he knew there was a tower because he passed earlier here, but I don't think he saw the keep building. You would not make this close in range of the keep. You would make it here and still be able to hit the keep. And that... Oh, God. I feel like that could have been a comeback. But that, what just happened there, it's 51 now, by the way. He was on equal-ish worker count, then he was like 10, 12 behind, and now he's 32 workers behind. And he lost all his crossbows. I mean, that's GG. Wow. And Louis M to the T in round of 8 loses to Wham 3-0. Wham 0-1. More like Wham 3-0. Thank you. I'll be here all day. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Twitch chat to close their eyes because we're immediately going to move into another series. Marine Lord has defeated Poppy Paw 3-0. Poppy Paw is Wham's brother. They're literally brothers, like IRL. They're twins. Wham just beat Louis 3-0. And now we're going to be covering the losers bracket quarterfinals, which is going to be Poppy Paw versus Louis M to the fucking T. That's right, straight away in the same video, at the same time on Twitch. Game number 1, we're gonna be having Louis M to the T versus Poppy Paw as the Delhi Sultanate. Now, I saw Vortex's tier list earlier today, and he put Delhi as S tier. Now, I've talked about this with Twitch chat, but I think this is because the maps in the tournament and on the ladder are a lot better for Delhi than in the previous tournaments. Previous tournaments, you could only play Delhi on like 2 maps, so it's very easy to counter. These days, there's a lot more maps you can play Delhi on, so it's just better because of that. Now, because nothing has changed with Delhi, and I don't think there's been any meta switch or shift with Delhi, you know. So we're going to see Dome of the Faith. These two are brothers. Yes, Poppy Paw and Wham are actually twin brothers. Like, it's not a joke. They're both Canadian, and they are twins. So sheep amount, it looks like it's 12. No, it's 11 to 9. It's going to be 11 to 9, so pretty equal. Pretty equal. Both of them are probably pretty happy with that. It would be funny if they were both on Canadians. I mean, yeah. Would be funny if one of them just didn't even play AOE4. And it's just one of them playing the whole time on like 2 different names. And like one of them just gives interviews and he's like, yeah, I played really well, huh? Okay, so yeah, so far, like I said, Lucifer and Vortex are brothers, or that's a joke? No, that's also... Okay, so in AOE4 scene, Canadians, Wham and Poppy Paw are twin brothers. Vortex and Lucifer are also brothers. That's not a joke. So, yeah. Both of those things are true. Okay, so far, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how people are playing Delhi, because so far, what I am seeing is this is literally how Delhi was played a month and a half ago. Like, I'm not seeing anything different. I'm not seeing anything new. He's gonna stop mining gold. Okay. After 5 scholars, he's making 6. He's probably gonna try to capture sacred sites immediately. By the way, oh my god, loses a Ghazi. That's not good. Oh my god, is he gonna lose 2? Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty bad. Oh, he was sending scholars maybe. Oh no, he sent them before. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But what I was going to say is Poppy Paw and Wham obviously practice with each other quite a bit, so I'm assuming their play styles are pretty similar. They usually are, or at least like the civs they think are good, or what the meta is. They play pretty similar in that way. I would say Poppy Paw is like a more aggressive than Wham, and Wham is obviously a bit more defensive in terms of decision making, but kind of the meta, the styles are very very similar to one another, which if we looked at that Wham series, that'd be a pretty bad sign for Louis. But this is completely different matchup, and it's Louis hasn't played against Delhi and he hasn't played Malian earlier, so we'll see. 3 sacred sites captured already. Okay, he's got a tower. So the reason you go tower like this is to deny Delhi taking your or a deer later. And I feel like Louis has kind of a low army count for only 3 cows. He's got 4 cows now. 5? Like, I feel like getting 3 sacred sites this early is kind of really fast. Like, it usually takes a little bit more effort instead of, like, just sending 3 scholars. But also, we've seen a lot more Sofa play from Malian in this matchup, like Sofa Donzo or something like that. Or Sofa Archer straight up. Or just opening, like, what's it called? Or just opening Warrior Scouts and just being annoying. Now, Papipo does have a lot of units. Louis is making a lot of Donzos, but not enough Javelins. I actually do this very frequently, because what happens is I usually queue up Donzos first, and then I queue Javelins, and then I don't have food for Javelins. And then I end up with very... Look, see? He just queued up more Donzos and 1 Javelin. But he also has only 1 Archer range, so he has way more Donzos than Javelins. This is another Archer range. He's got Blacksmith. So, yeah. He's gonna decap 1 of them. Ooh, potentially good raid coming in. And he's eating the cows. He is not actually continuing the cow boom. Oh, God. Okay, that's very fortunate timing, because he went to make a tower and then he saw the Gazis. That could have been a lot worse. If I see this, this is an invitation to push in. I think this is a mistake going here. I think when you see this many Gazis, that's 10 Gazis. I mean, how many can he have at this point? He can't have 50. This is an invitation to push in and try to poke. But then the scary part is these Gazis might surround and screw you, right? So you have to quickly reinforce after that. Also, he could just do some like quick walls here to prevent the run-bys. Okay. Oh, Louis is aging up. Okay. What? Wait, what? Okay, now I feel like... Is this normal? I don't think that... What? Why is he going... Why is he not... I have so many questions. Farimba for what? He's not making javelin throwers. Oh god, is he gonna go freeborns? Oh god, and he gets caught on the middle of the map as he's aging up, which is like the worst possible thing to happen. Is he gonna go freeborns? What? Javelin throw? What? But you have 10! What? That makes no sense to me. Okay, if you... So this is a build, what Louis is doing, but not like this. So if you want to do something like... Yeah, he just pulls the cows and he's just going to eat the cows. So if you want to do this style, by the way, it's okay. This style is a thing. But you don't play it like this. You play it with Pro Scouts. You go Pro Scouts, you get the deer, and then you have a metric crap ton of food. And then you go into mass domes or javelin throwers, and you have like 30 javelins. Then you age up and you go Mansa Javelineers, and then it's scary as fuck. But he had 10 when he aged up, which is just like, eh. Like a loud fart but no smell follow-up. You know what I mean? Look how far behind he is on army. I mean, okay, a lot of it is scholars, but... Yeah, I don't like this strat at all. I'm gonna be honest. And now he's going Musafari Warriors. Okay. I mean, now he's leaning into Mansa Javeliniers, and he's going for Musafari Warriors. And Papipo is going for Lancers right now. He has the Ghazi upgrade. He's got the double blacksmith, which is actually not upgrading. That's a mistake. Wait. Wait, no, he already has them done. Wait, what? Why does he not... Did he cancel his blacksmith upgrades accidentally? Because these are... This one was almost done. I don't know what happened there. Anyway. Yeah, I don't... I'm a bit confused by Louis' play here. I gotta be honest with you. Louis does have a unique play style, right? Like, okay. So my idea is like people can have unique play styles. There's nothing wrong with that, but there needs to be some like if you play weird or unorthodox, you need to have a proper plan or build order for it, right? Like for example, if your plan is to go, I don't know, 2TC Mongol in a tournament, there's nothing wrong with that. But then if you die to like a knight, then obviously, like what were you thinking, you know? So it's same here. I feel like I just don't get it. Why not Pro Scout? Like his deer were all in the same spot too, in the back, like backside. So he could yoink that shit real quick. Yeah, the upgrades are bugged. They're not showing here. I've never seen that before. Like he is researching. Oh no, this is showing. Oh no, these finished. That's why they're not showing. Never mind. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Again, Louis' micro rating, all that. He hasn't lost a villager. All that is amazing. I actually think, and by the way, I just want to say this, obviously, right? Like I'm bad at the game right now, and Louis would crunch me in a best of 5. You know what I mean? But I feel like he's very good mechanically. Like, look, he's spending his resources, he's microing, he's defending multiple sides. You know, he hasn't lost villagers to all these raids. That's all good. He's microing here, microing there, whatever. But then, like, drafting and strategically, I feel like is where he lacks quite a bit. Because, again, unorthodox strategy doesn't mean bad, but you gotta optimize. Like, this is just not... Not it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's got a second TC right now. I mean, that's not weird. And he got 2 relics. But this is like this reminds me of the second game that he played against Wham. Yeah, he's just gonna get crushed here, no? 53 archers. This reminds me of the second game between him and Wham, where he played JD versus KT, and he was just behind from the get-go. I feel this is the same thing. Because of the build he chose, I feel like he was just behind. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, the army count is crazy. And he's just trying to micro, but the thing is, for Javelineers to work, you need like 30 of them. And also, by the way, Javelineers got nerfed too, which is like another thing. Javelineer movement speed got nerfed, right? Wow. I also think it's like other players are evolving their playstyles quite a bit. You know, like you can see like Anotan and like Wham, Poppy Paw, Vortex, Lucifer. Like they're changing up their builds, evolving their playstyles. But Louis kind of like, I'm just gonna do the same thing, and it's not really working out. Okay, we have Poppy Paw playing. Sorry, I just been thinking about the last game. So we got Louis M to the T playing Jushi Legacy. Now, I will say I have hit Louis on the ladder a couple of times on Archipelago, even though it's not a Holy Island, it's a water map. And he actually beat me. So the reason I'm saying he actually beat me is historically Louis has always just vetoed water maps, but I think he has practiced them quite a bit. Or practiced water maps quite a bit, and now he's feeling pretty comfortable. Now, Mongol on Holy Island is not something you normally see. This is very unorthodox. So Poppy Paw probably has some kind of unique strat or approach to this, because this map is heavily dominated by... yeah, why does he have... Yeah, he has like a half villager less than he should, right? Yeah, his TC's idle here and there. So basically, this map is dominated by KT, HRE, OTD, China, Jushi, usually civs like those, and recently I've seen like I saw Vortex playing Ayubid. Mongol, we've seen it in the past, but it's usually some kind of cheese, like barracks rush, and then they just make transport and leave, which is why Louis made a dock in the corner, so it takes the most time for the spearman to reach his dock, which there are no spearmen. So Poppy Paw is just what it looks like, is just playing a normal game. Now Mongol, I will say, they are not as bad on water as people think they are, but they're also, like, I wouldn't pick Mongol against Jushi Legacy, okay? Let's put it that way. But they're not that bad. Mongol actually feels really good with the way that, because you start with, you can basically put TC next to the wood line, and you can immediately chop trees, and you have Gur to get the most efficient wood chopping, so it's actually very nice in terms of fishing production. And also, once you get the piracy, you get 25 wood and gold when sinking an enemy ship, which is very good on long-term water fights. And you can go for like Mangurai or Keshik with the double stone production, or you can arrow slits the docks, right? So, and if the game is going well for you, you can go fast imp. So there's advantages to Mongol, but generally civs like Jushi Legacy or China or OTD or HRE will just have way more eco than you. So that's kind of the problem, I guess. But let's see, let's speed it up while the aging up is happening. Louis went for 2 docks before the age up. He is on 7 fishing, let's say 8 fishing ships. And Poppy Paw is on 1 dock and he's on 7. But obviously, okay, it's 7 versus 9 now, and it's gonna that's gonna keep increasing, right? Because it's 1 dock versus 2. The faster age up is for Poppy, but look at that. Yeah, see that? This is what I mean. This is kind of the advantage of Mongol. Is like he's gonna crank out 2 Keshik, and that ain't the same as like 1 knight coming out or like a horseman coming out slowly. 2 Keshik immediately is very strong. Ooh, he doesn't want to lose this. And now Khan is obviously giga annoying, and the TC does not cover the wood line. So Very nicely lined up build here for Puppy Paw. And he's actually making another fishing ship. So he's not going for a galley, which is usually what you see at this point. He's just going for another fishing ship. Is he gonna kill the sheep? Nah, he's just beelining to get this tower potentially. And he's got 7 on gold. Okay, so this is gonna be a continuous Keshik production. Is it 7 too much, or am I crazy? Or is he just gonna ditch the water fighting? Let's see. Double archer. Okay, he built an archer range too. Yeah, he's just... So this is one of the ways you can play Holy Island, where it's like the water is super important, but if you put so much pressure on your opponent on land, they kind of cannot put pressure on water to you. Like they have to defend the land. So it's kind of like a weird way how Holy Island works. And this is already... Oh god, he's pop capped. He's supply capped at 40. Khan goes down. I can't believe it. Thank you. And this is a lot of idle time. That's a lot of idle time. Springled ship came out, but he cannot move out because I don't... Maybe he's scared that Poppy Boy is gonna have more, but Poppy Boy is actually just spamming archers which are not rallied. The sheep are running. Keshik, they're trying to run away, but that was a shit ton of idle time. He didn't kill any villagers, but that was a shit ton of idle time. Loses 2 Keshik. 1 survives. Archers are now moving through. So, there was a lot of idle time, but... See, this is the thing. Puppy Paw only made 1 arrow ship. Dude, he's playing so greedy on this. So he has 1 arrow ship. He hasn't even made a springle ship. He's going for extended lines and more fishing ships. Because he probably knows, okay, I delayed the wood line for a very long time, so he's not going to be making any, what's it called? Any ships, like he can't make them. And he's just dictating the tempo. Now the issue for Louis comes in where he actually doesn't have any like Zuginu or anything like that. He doesn't even have an archer range, and there's archers already. So these spearmen ain't gonna cut it. He's making an arrow slit outpost, which is nice that he has how much wood is he getting? 36? I mean, that's a pretty good meditation garden. Wow. Let's see what happens next. So Puppy Boy is now making some ships on the water, but he's just continuing pressure on land. So he's prioritizing that over water. Both players are. How many fishing ships are we on? 15 versus 14. That's pretty good for Puppy because he started with 1 dock and now he is committing to water quite a bit more. Now this is the awkward part if you're the one defending, right? So this is the thing about water maps or hybrid maps or whatever maps. So Louis has to make units because he does not know if Puppy Boy is going to make a ram or if he's going to commit more or if he's going to make ships. So Louis kind of has to make both, where because Puppy is putting pressure, he can be like, okay, I can just stop making one side and fully commit to water, right? And he can hit a strong timing. But it looks like Puppy Boy is also just gonna slowly make some units on land, some on water. But yeah, let's speed it up. He's getting piracy. Not much is happening right now. He's going palace guards, which I don't really know how good that is. And I'm not saying this like, that's not a good move. It's like, I generally don't know how good that is. Naval arrow slits on docks, which is kind of telling me that he might be looking to castle and just chill defensively. Because otherwise... But now this is getting scary for Puppy Paw, I feel like. Because there's 12 palace guards, 7 spearmen, and this is your whole army here. There's another Keshik, yeah, here. That's not a big army. He got arrow slits on 1 dock, and he's getting arrow slits on the tower. Oof. He's going horseman upgrade now. You know, sometimes I don't even plan to make horseman, but I'm like, that shit's cheap. Let me just get it now in case I do in the future. Okay, it just runs random demo ship into the thing. He is pushing, but he has less on water. But Louis is playing so scared right now. Look at this. This is just 3 ships. Okay, very nice. Gets that dough. See, this is the mental thing. Because he keeps on like putting pressure on Louis. So even though Papipo has less, Louis is less inclined to push out, and that's like a confidence thing that happens when players are playing. Like when someone's playing Giga aggro, you're like, oh shit, I should be careful. Because he knows something I don't. Yeah, Louis now has way more on water. Oh, he just needs to not get hit. Oh my god! Okay, that ship was kind of already low, so that's not a big loss. Could have been worse, could have been better. Snipes the demo. Fucking love that. And yeah, Papipo is not looking to age up. I thought he was going to be looking to age up or something, but he's not. He just got arrow slits in one of the docks, so he can maybe play a little bit more defensive here. Which is very interesting. Like, he's going kind of toe-to-toe with Jushi Legacy. Which, in theory, shouldn't happen, but he actually has a lot more income than Louis does. So he played GG Dog is here. Hey GG Dog, how are you? I wish he made a tower here for the deer stones. For the Yamora. For the Jamora. He's gonna push again. And Louis is looking like he's gonna be the first one to castle. He just needs gold, like a shit ton of gold. His food economy is already very, very good. Demo ships are going in, not very successfully. Oh my god! Okay, good splits, but that's a lot of idle time. But he doesn't need food, luckily. Okay, he gets 3 fishing ships for 2 demos. I mean, again, could have been a lot worse, could have been a lot better. Okay, so he's going to be the first one to age up, which is kind of funny because I feel like he had so much... This is kind of the why Jushi Legacy's played on this map. Papipo killed 6 villagers, or 6 eco, if you will. He has been the one putting the pressure. He has actually killed less in terms of like destroyed value, and Louis is still aging up first, although the age up is cheaper. He ages up. What is he gonna get? So this is the thing, because they're fighting on both land and water, you have to pick like, now, are you gonna upgrade your ships, or are you gonna upgrade your land? So he's gonna go Springled Cruise and Palace Guards upgrade. So I guess he's going for both at the same time. But again, look at this. Papipo is pushing, right? He has less ships right now, and he's aged down. But it might make Louis panic and be like, oh shit, I'm getting pushed, like I need to micro. Or oh, he has more, that's why he's pushing. Get this one back. Get him back. Nope. Shaolin Monk yoinking them relics. Well, he looked like he's gonna fuck him up. He turned around there. Now the 19 Palace Guards, I feel like you maybe want to send them across the map, try to get some value with them while you're age up. And now he's got Springled Cruise, which makes this fighting impossible now for Papipo. So Papipo has to run, and he has to get that upgrade immediately. But no, he actually opts for... Oh no. He opts to go Archers and Keshiks instead. Is he gonna lose water? Oh god, I hate when this happens. Yeah, suddenly this doesn't look good for Papipo at all. Louis is going crossbows, which is also correct because of the Keshiks, right? And he ain't pushing because of the arrow slits. He's scared, but he's definitely missing a timing here. He's got a massive timing, but obviously it's very easy to watch a replay and be like, you should push. Like, he has, let's say, equal 9 to 10. He's got more demos, more arrow ships, and he's got both ship upgrades. Papipo didn't even start. Okay, he just started one. That's it. Palace guards are pushing. He's yoinking the relics. Okay. Horsemen are now being made. So he is switching to horsemen because of the crossbows, I assume. And he's just completely missing the timing on water. I think maybe this comes down to also being unfamiliar in this matchup. Like, maybe he just doesn't know, like, what... Like, sometimes if you don't play against the Civ very often on a specific, like, very unique map, sometimes you're not sure where you are at in the game. Like, you might not be sure if you're ahead or behind, even though it's a good spot for you because you haven't played against that Civ too much, and that might be the case here. Because I feel like Louis pushes here against other Civs, and funnily enough, against Mongol, it would be much better if he pushed there, but he just didn't, because maybe he's like, oh, I don't know, he's got an arrow slit, I'm not sure if I should be going right now. Like, I'm doing well, I'm ahead, I'm getting the relics, maybe that's kind of what he's thinking. And he's just not pushing because of that, but he's almost pop-capped. And Papipo is almost at Imperial. This is a thing about Mongols on water, by the way. If you let Mongols fish in water, they can actually cut unit production, go Imp, and then make a bunch of towers with sprinkled upgrades and shit, go Kaganet, and then you're put on a timer. And if you don't end the game or do severe damage very quickly, after the Kaganet goes up, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Okay, so now the age up completes. And I feel like, based on what I've seen from all the Louis games so far, I was gonna say, I feel like he's just gonna age up and not push. Because that's what he's been doing the whole, like, all these games that we've watched. He's kind of just been like, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of chill, and I'll just age up too. But I don't know if you can play like that against Mongol. Kaganet Palace is very, very strong. Now, Puppy just got the upgrade for your Springle ships, where they get the cannons, which makes them very, very strong. Louis is getting a 2, but that's gonna take a little bit. And again, Louis very passive. Very, very passive. Both players now have it. Oh god, he got the Pow Pow. He got, oh my god, he got Warrior Monk into Pow Pow into Nest of B. I mean, Nest of B is good, but the first two are... He was probably not happy about that one, I can tell you that. Now, Papipo is looking like he's losing on water. Bow Chads are coming out for both players. Mongols have Bow Chads too. This is one of the most passive games that I've seen. Like, it's very rarely to reach. I'm trying to remember, when was the last time that I've seen Age 4 both players on Holy Island without either player losing fishing? Like, that's pretty rare to see, I feel like. By this point, someone loses always to fishing, and then it turns into, like, one guy's imp, one guy's castle. He's getting another nest of bee! Oh my god. And another one! That's crazy. Bro, he got 3 nests of these nuts. That is wild. Don't tell me he's gonna get 4th. Oh god, it's not even rallied. I don't know, I feel like Louis is like lacking confidence or something. Like... Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's lacking that, like, killer instinct. Like, I look at these games, and if you ask me, like, who do I think the players are? I mean, obviously I couldn't tell you, right? Or maybe I could, I don't know. Depending. But that's not the point. If you ask me who the players were, I would tell you that Green is, like, the underdog, because he usually in competitive AOE4 or competitive RTS games in general, the player who is the underdog tends to overestimate the stronger and the better player, and they play a lot more defensive because they're like, ooh, I can't do this move, or I can't do this raid because he's for sure gonna be ready for it, or this is not gonna work, and they make a lot worse decisions. And that's kind of the thing that I'm getting from Louis here, where he's just playing so passive. Like, remember when he aged up, when he had like 15 or 20 palace guards? I feel like most players, including Louis, would just fucking send them and try to do some damage, and if you can't, you just run away. But he just didn't, he just stood there with them. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like I said, oh my god, he got another Pow Pow? That's crazy. That's actually crazy RNG. The Warrior Monks were dog shit, but now getting 2 Pow Pows and 3 Nest of Bees for this type of game and this type of push, I think is actually insanely strong. Because he is pushing and he doesn't want to make Bombard, so he would rather just get Pow Pows for free, which are obviously super strong. Yeah, it's just like he's giving too much respect to both Wham and Puppy Paw, and I'm not saying he shouldn't give them respect, right? But you can't play like that. You can't play like... You can't just like sit back and play at the top level. Alright, game 3. Japanese versus Lancaster. So yeah, like I said, I just feel like, I just feel Louis is like lacking confidence. Like losing 3-0 to Wham, and then now he's down 2-0 to Puppy Paw. But he did really good in group stage, didn't he? Let me check. Yeah, in group stage, he beat Mia Micah, which he should beat 3-0. But he also beat Luciferon 3-0, which Luciferon has been really good, by the way. Luciferon has been really, really good. And we're gonna cover some of his games too. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like because these games were not played on the same day, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Oh, they were played on the same day. Maybe it just wasn't his day. Yeah, maybe it just wasn't his day. Yeah, because like I said, like Louis, he looks a lot weaker to both Puppy and Wham. And I'm not saying that Puppy and Wham shouldn't beat Louis. It's just like, looks like he doesn't stand a chance. Like all of these games, he just looks behind or... But yeah, if this was played on the same day, everybody, by the way, has some day at the pro level or even at the noob level where things are just not working. And when I say not working, I mean both like you try a strategy and it doesn't work, or like you're just not playing well. I can't really explain it other way. I've had that. I think anyone who's played AOE4 competitively had that. It's actually not had that once, had that many times, where you just wake up, everything's fine, but then you play the game and it just like, you feel, ooh, Coca Township. You feel like you're misclicking, you're not sure which decisions to make, and then sometimes you are locked in, you're in the zone, and it's like every decision you make is perfect, you know? Like everything you do is correct. Everything you do is like working out well. It's you're mind gaming your opponent. The drafts are working out. So yeah. Anyway, Coca Township. Now, if this was any other player, I would say this is super surprising. But I've actually seen Papipo and played against him as well, where he went Coca Township in quite a few different matchups. And I think he's probably the most, or one of the most experienced players with Coca Township on land maps. Coca Township on hybrid maps is common, but on land maps it is not. But he has done this quite a bit. He usually plays it with stables. So he goes like a horseman shinobi spam. I don't know if that's what he's going to do here. We're gonna see in a second. He's chopping them trees and he's got 500 food. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is. He looks like he just wants to go back on gold immediately. Probably to produce more shinobi, I would assume. And he's not even close to stable. So yeah, we don't know what the plan here yet is. Now, Lancaster, by a lot of top players, is considered the best or second best civilization, which is, again, I haven't practiced with these guys. I don't know, but to me seems crazy. I think the new style is pretty good, but picking it over some of the other civs, I don't know. Yeah, he's not making a shinobi. So obviously he got his gold mining delayed, so we don't know if he wanted to make more shinobi or he just wanted to make one. We'll see. So he is going for Tavara and stable. Okay, so he is... oh, cancels and goes... Okay. So if he makes a shinobi... Wait, they're 50-50? I thought they're 60-60. What? Okay, yeah, he's gonna do Horseman Shinobi. So, yeah, I've played against Papipo doing this. And, surprisingly, it's pretty good. I think I played Delhi against it. And I was very confused at how good it was working out. So, yeah, he's just gonna continuously make Shinobi and continuously make Horseman. Now, into Lancaster... So, from what I've seen with this Lancaster build, you go like Spearmen, Kings, or Lords, whatever, into the Hobilars. But it makes no sense to make Hobilars into this. So, I'm assuming it's going to be Spearmen into Yeoman. Shinobi are coming. And by the way, Shinobi will fuck your shit up. The only thing that they will not beat is Yeoman. I actually don't know how Lord versus Shinobi interaction goes, but Shinobi do crazy DPS. 25 damage a hit. Like, you do not want to mess with them. Specialized pick? Really? Alright. He's not mining a lot of gold. That's why I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of like... Why not get double Brodax? One villager goes down. Yeah, I feel like this... I don't want to discredit Papipo and Wham, right? Like, obviously they played really well, but I feel like this just makes no fucking sense. Like, this is just to me like I'm clicking stuff. Like, there's no reason to not get double Brodax there. Yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, the hardest thing about competitive play, whether it's AOE4 or another game, is not actually being the best or reaching the top level. It's staying consistent at the top level. To me, that's a really hard part. And oh god, he's gonna get surrounded by Shinobi. Oh, he cancels the ult on the Shinobi. He's trying to... If he surrounds these lords, that's a fucking disaster. Okay. One yeoman. Like I said, these Shinobis will butcher everything. That lord is about to get sniped. Yep. He's just gonna go back. Now this map, you run out of food very, very quickly, by the way. There's not a lot of sheep. He's getting horticulture right now. But because Papipo is putting so much pressure, he has the full map control. And he is not even going to continue fighting, by the way. He's just going to age up. Again, very clean. Both Wem and Papipo playing this pretty clean. And he's even taking the other goal already with the tower. So he's fully prepped for the counterattack. Yeah, I mean... A floating gate is coming out. Do you go barracks here? Or do you go... I guess you just go mounted samurai. Even though they're spearmen. I guess you still have shinobis that are also gonna level up. Not level up, but you know that when you age up they get more stats. Yeah, he's making Hobalars now, which is like... There's nothing to make Hobalars against. You know? Mounted samurais are coming. He's harassing with the horses. I'm not sure where shinobis are. Did they all die? Oh, he just lost all shinobis. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Now, he's waiting with these horsemen for Louis to move out on the map for food. And it looks like he's gonna get this tower. Lancaster OP confirmed. Runs away immediately. Is he gonna be able to get away though? Oh my god, he doesn't kill a single one. He kept shooting at different ones. Unlucky, brother. He's gonna try get relics, and he's just gonna counterattack. Nope. Wait, did you hear that? Or am I crazy? I might be crazy. Bro, what the... Wait. Wait, I have to pause this. Watch what happened. This gold is in the corner. He initially went there for deer. Got denied gold. This deer is almost out of food. And then he couldn't make forge here because he killed his deer, so he made the forge there. Kick W. That's funny. And that's fucking... That's like a while away. And he just kills another deer right there. Because he's back here on gold, but yeah, that's funny. Oh god, Louis is out of food. And so whenever you're in a situation like this, no matter what the civ is, or the civs are, now Louis is stuck making spearmen because of mounted samurai. And Papipo is just spamming mounted samurai. And then Louis has to make more spearmen. And then by making more spearmen, he delays his age up and he can't actually age up. And then the game goes worse and worse and worse for you. Okay, doing some damage with Hobelar. Well, killed one villager. Oh! Okay, okay. Traps. Oh my god. Okay, kills 2 mounted samurais. Not bad. Not bad. No +1 range attack. No +1 ranged armor. And Poppy is just fucking walling off his town center. Ooh, he's getting the board. That's pretty... White tower right on the middle there. I mean, that's gonna go up. I don't know if he has enough units to defend that. These guys are so low. They're gonna start dying from town center. Does he see that? He sees for sure. Yeah, he sees it. He is not gonna contest? I mean, don't contest it now. Okay, he is gonna contest. But I feel like maybe a little bit too late. He kills a villager. You know, we'll take that. This guy's going on a fucking trip right now. He is going out there. Poppy's doing a wall here. Look at his vision, by the way. I mean... If you're playing a game and now Louis is like, holy fuck, 17 right here on food. Now, do you immediately, yeah, I was gonna say, do you immediately go Siege Workshop and just make trebuchets and kill this? So this is why sometimes it's a good idea to do this and sometimes it's a very bad idea to do this. Because when you do this, you secure middle part, but if you actually don't have enough army to protect it, trebuchet will come out and just fuck it up. But these abandoned outposts give him so much vision and so much... Look, he sees everywhere where the units are going. Oh! Okay, that upgrade's just in time right there. He's getting ranged armor. He's put in Yorishiro in the thing. Trebuchets every 13 seconds. But he actually has, like, no wood income, by the way. Wait, he's only got 12 on wood. What? Okay, he needs way more on wood. He's producing archers still, but he's trying to produce trebuchets too. He needs like fucking 25, 26 on wood or something. He's yoinking relics. Only 2 actually. I thought he would have more. Oh god, more idle time. This is just death by 2 samurais. Okay, Hobelars, counterattack. See, that's what I mean. Like, Louis is now kind of going in there. He's getting some damage done, right? Like, earlier he was attacking the gold. Look, he's poking front. You know what I mean? Like, he's... Okay, he's... Oh, God. The villagers are trying to go up, but they get intercepted by lower mounted samurai. That's unfortunate. But, like, he's active. You know what I mean? He's killed all the villagers here. He's killed all the villagers there. He's being active. He's moving left, right, and center. Something's happening. You know, the wheels are turning. Why no range armor for Louis? I don't know if he has seen, or actually he has seen Yumi. I mean, I don't know. Like, the thing is, Louis is also the type of player who loves eco upgrades, and he doesn't have wheelbarrow. Like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he's just off of his game. But then again, if a player puts a lot of pressure and plays really well against you, you are off of your game because they force you to play worse by, you know, playing really well. So, Trebuchet comes out. He's still cranking. Let's just speed up because not much is happening. The samurais are just running around. Whole army is here. Or not whole army, actually. Probably like 70%. There's some army going here. And this is either going to be a wood sink where he needs to repair it, or he's just gonna let it die. And neither of those options are very good. Those options ain't good. He gets in. Oh, he just got spearmen here, and there's just a bunch of archers. He's trying to push through because he knows there's going to be resources here. He wants to attack. Still only one treb. He's making like some farms, but he's got this so cramped up. Yeah, this is just and Puppy has kept, by the way, like the same 6-7 samurai that came in like a couple of minutes ago, still alive there. And this game is just a game of idle time. Like, the workers have died on both sides. In this series, I would say this is Louis' best game, but that he has played, but at the same time, he is just bleeding everywhere. Oh god, look at this. Even here, getting some good trades. The problem is, you look at this and you go, well, Louis has killed more. It's like, yes, but he has also lost like 3,000 resources running, you know? And he's behind on workers. Oh god, look at this. Look at the Yumi just fucking farming. Ay. I mean, that's it. White tower goes down and now he can just push through. Although he has got a lot of army, 52 versus 37, so copium. If he just kills half of Papi Paw's eco, he can come back. Yeah, I gotta say, first things first, I want to say that I do think Wham and Papi Paw played really well. I think Wham also played just really solid. Like, not many mistakes, just solid. Papi Paw played really well. But at the same time, you gotta recognize when it's like, there's a lot of weird decision making there from Louis that I don't think he usually makes. And like I said, the fact that he beat Lucifron in group stage 3-0 kind of leads me to believe maybe it's like a playstyle clash where Papi Paw and Wham style is, Papi Paw and Wham style is good versus Louis. Maybe it just wasn't his day. I don't know, but GG's. That means that Louis is the first player to go out in round of 8. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. And if you're watching this on Twitch, let's keep going, baby.